Let's go.
All right, what's going on, everybody? It's 7 p.m. on Sunday. We're ready for another episode in the Man Cave. Coming to you live. This Polk Hoops, the number one source for Polk County High School basketball.
Yes, sir.
You guys once again. Took the week off last week for Mother's Day. Hopefully, all the mothers had a very, very good weekend. Once again, congratulations to you all. One day is not enough for all that all you ladies do. But happy Mother's Day once again from Polk Hoops. And so we back at it. Before we get started, I want to say what's up to our co-host, to the All-State PG, All-State coach. What's going on, fellas?
What's up?
Hey, man, nothing much. Just another day in the journey. Just happy to be here. So we start off like we always do with the PG. I don't know if you got anything on your mind today, PG, but if you do, you got it.
No, I don't right now. I might catch something as we go through before we get off.
Might catch something later. Okay. We'll move it on to the coach, All-State coach. Coach, you got anything? I know you're on the road right now, so I don't know if you got anything on your dome. If you don't, that's fine.
I do have something. I'm so disappointed in Corey Toomer. Little birdie told me this weekend. If you didn't notice this year how much Kathleen got so much better defensively. There was real active rotations and everything. So I found out that Gordon Gibbons was in the gym with them, and Corey Toomer was there and didn't even say nothing to him.
That wasn't this year, man. That wasn't this year.
Oh my God. So
that
was like,
last year, bro. That wasn't this year. That was last year.
Oh, okay. They told me he was in the gym. You was there. You didn't even say nothing to him. So
no, I took pictures of that. Barnes, you remember that? That was last year. Parker and Oregon first year at Kathleen. I took pictures of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it was great seeing the G-Man this weekend. Hear him tell all the stories. G-Man said he read Numbers for Life too, just like everybody else. But just to hear him talk and just drop gems, it just let us know that we're going in the right direction as far as coaching goes in Polk County.
Okay,
that's what's up.
Well, we can train.
He was ready to hound me about something 2 years ago, man. Come on, man. You know how to let y'all know G-Man was in the gym.
Well, we can transition right into kind of AAU. I know a big thing this weekend, Coach. Right now, you on the highway back home with your guys. So first of all, be safe on the highway. But it was some big basketball going on this weekend in Atlanta. I know that Bob Gibbons was up, and I know also Prep Hoops had something up there in Atlanta. And I know that Team T-Mac TB21 Hoops had two teams. Tony Bradley had two teams, and who am I missing? Oh, Florida FTL. FTL had a couple teams up the road. So
who was FTL?
Fill in the lane.
They was in Atlanta this weekend. That's
Miller.
Coach said was Bobby Gibbons had a tournament, and then there's also Prep Hoops had a tournament up there this weekend. So
I always get FTL and Family First mixed up for some reason. I didn't see them talking about being up there. That's why I asked. Like they weren't talking.
I didn't see them.
How anybody know how FTL did? I was about to say Family First.
I think they did pretty good. I know I saw Coach Miller post some pictures of them eating in a restaurant Saturday night. So that's how I knew they was up there. But I think
Polk County was up there then.
I thought I saw what he posted. Somebody posted like they bracket. It looked like they did pretty good. They was either 2-1 or 3-0. Don't get me the line, but I know they was up there. And I know that
they went 3-1.
Say again.
They went 3-1. I saw Tiffany took her kids up there too. The whole Polk County was up
there. Yeah. Some teams look like they did pretty good. Some teams struggled.
How did she do?
They struggled. TB21, they struggled. It was a tough weekend for the 2B21 hoops people.
Yeah, Bob Gibbons had a tough field, so it's a good measuring stick to actually see where you're at and see where you need to get to. I also saw Tyler Williams able to play with Team Florida. So it was a lot of Polk County kids up there.
Who you said who?
Tyler Williams.
I thought he was with Chandler Parson.
I seen him with Team Florida this weekend.
Okay, so wait, I'm confused. You said Tyler Williams?
Yes. Yes.
Football game.
So let's talk about it.
Let's got a football game this weekend, didn't it?
Yeah, let's talk about it. That's because we're gonna segue right into that. So from what we got, we at Polk Hoops, Tyler Williams was up in Atlanta playing basketball, and so were the Hardy brothers. And we know that those three guys, there was a lot of news, a lot of fanfare, a lot of hoopla was made when they transferred from Winter Haven to Lakeland for football. So as you saying right now, PG, they are in Atlanta playing, and Lakeland had an orange and black football game on Friday. Whoa. Which means that they were not at the football game. So the first obvious question is, okay, what's the deal? Like my boy say, what's the deal that Lakeland got football going on and they not playing football? Now, I know
that's a first in Lakeland Dreadnoughts history to see some basketball guys doing football, spring football, actually not play football. You saying?
They were not at the football game. They were in Atlanta playing basketball, and football is still taking place right now. So, I mean, I don't know if they're going back to Winter Haven or not, Black, but I know they were not at the game Friday. I know they were not at the red and black game. The orange and black game on Friday. So that's very, very interesting. And I know Lakeland got a spring. They played the spring games this week, so I know they got a spring game this week. So that's interesting that they would not be at spring and they just transferred to Lakeland for football, which is most people. Coach, I think that if you move in, that you immediately eligible. So if they moved into Lakeland's zone, then they could play. So apparently that's what happened, because other than that, you are right. They can't transfer if they already at another school unless they move into the zone. You can't deny kids that move into your zone from playing, from being immediately eligible. So that's gonna be interesting. And I got something I saw that kind of go into this. So the other day on Twitter, I saw where Plies made a post, and I'm gonna read the post, and you all tell me what y'all take on this. Plies said, Blight, right now Mason is the quote QB1, but it was talk that he was transferring to Lakeland Christian, but I mean he's still there, so that's gonna be interesting if he stays. And Tyler transferred to play QB, how that's gonna work out. But I know if you leaving in the middle of spring during a QB battle, it definitely don't. You definitely ain't helping your case if you leave. If you're not there for all the reps and all the games, so all the practices and all the competition. But anyway, Clyde said, and you all tell me, he said, if you was a basketball kid who converts to football and start getting major love from college recruiters, why is it so hard for you to let go of basketball when no one else is seriously recruiting you for that? This is something I can never understand about high school athletes. So what did you all think about? What did y'all take on that? Like,
basketball is a fun sport, man, and you're not hid up under uniform, so it's just fun. So, I mean, hard to give up something that's fun
and that you're passionate about and that you love.
Yeah,
that's difficult to totally let go. You talking about something that's near and dear to your heart, and you talking about just completely letting it go. People struggle with that. I can attest to that because basketball was my first love, but I knew football was my ticket into paying for school. But back then when I played, we didn't have the conflicts that they do with travel ball right now.
And I guess that's the thing. Like right now, this situation right here, you got this Bob Gibbons tournament, this big tournament in Atlanta this weekend, and those guys all decide not to go do football, which by all rights right now, most people feel like they got a better shot to go play college ball playing football, not basketball. So they leave, and then the whole reason they went to Lakeland for most people is to go play football. So you leave football where you potentially have the higher ceiling and the better chance at a college opportunity, college scholarship, and you leave it to go play the sport that you probably have a lesser chance of getting a scholarship or opportunity for one weekend, which at the end of the day really don't mean nothing because I mean, you playing in a tournament up there is not going to impact any. Well, maybe it do. I don't know if scouts. I guess scouts might have been there. I don't know, but from all reports, they got a much higher ceiling in football than basketball. So for you to essentially not play football and go play basketball, that's kind of tough.
I'm still awed over the fact that Castle allowed that. Like, I ain't never seen a Lakeland football during the springtime. So what happens this week when they have the game? Do them guys get to play?
And then this other thing for me. If you was gonna still go do travel ball, why even go to Lakeland for the spring in the first place? Why not just wait till the summer?
Yeah, that's true.
Why not wait till the season over with and then just go and just be full in for the summer? What was the point of going over there now if you're not gonna be all the way in to the point where you missing? I mean, you missed the orange and black game. I mean, like you saying, any school, but especially Lakeland, you missing the most important part, especially when you coming in, you brand new, you don't know nothing, so you learn everything. And then in Tyler's case, he competing. So if I'm competing for a starting job, it makes sense for me to be there every chance I get. I mean, maybe it's wrong. I don't know. Maybe Castle. I can't see Castle saying, "Okay, y'all go play basketball." So I'm just thinking they book. Now maybe Castle did say you can go. I don't know. Coach, I don't know, but you know,
how big is Bob Gibbons tournament? For that question right there, do you think the parents discussed that? Is that the biggest tournament of the summer ability?
It's one of them, especially with the shoot circuit teams not having a circuit right now. Like I said,
is it open period right now?
It's no open period right now. No, coaches can't come out. They're not going to be able to come out until July.
So it wasn't no coaches there.
There will be an open period in Georgia, like the last 2 weekends in June. But that's going to be up in Georgia. Again, Florida didn't approve it, so we don't have that open period in Florida.
I get what Blicker and Sesame is saying about communication, but we're talking Lakeland Dreadnought football, national powerhouse. So it's just interesting. I mean, they probably did work it out. It's just all the years I've been right here, I've never seen that happen. So
I don't know the details. I didn't ask any questions.
Yeah,
that ain't my business to ask. So whatever the parents and Lakeland football, whatever communication they have going on, but it was no way that we said like, hey, you had to be here or nothing like that. No, we wouldn't have did that. But I don't know what the detail. I don't know the details that was
discussed. I get every scouting service was there. It's spring football, man. Like that's interesting. I'm glad they was able to do it.
I guess
it happened. I've never seen a Lakeland football kid miss the orange and black game the week before they actually game to go play basketball. It's just new. So
because the thing is, the reason why they went to Lakeland primarily was not to play basketball. Let's be clear on that. They went to Lakeland to play football, because if they were going to play basketball, they could have waited till the end of the school year. So for you to transfer for the point of playing football and then not do a football activity, that's just, and like you said, maybe they did work it out with Castle. Maybe they did. I just, that's just, I mean, I like you're saying, I get people was there, but you could have went and did all of that at Winter Haven. And you could have been at Winter Haven and been doing basketball and not doing football. You didn't, just because you're at Winter Haven don't mean you got to do football. And y'all saying y'all sure the parents worked it out with the football coaches. This, what football, what, not even just Castle, just football in general. Lake Gibson, Bartow, you gonna walk into the football coach's office and say, "Hey, coach, it's football." And Coach Billy D, you coach football, so you could take off your basketball coach hat, take off the All-State PG, All-State coach basketball coach hat, and put on your football coach hat when you was coaching quarterbacks at Lake Wells and running offense and calling the offense. Your quarterback and got fight for a starting spot that just got here, walking in and tell you, "Hey, coach, I ain't gonna be here. I'm going to a tournament, a basketball tournament in Atlanta, or wherever I'm going for the weekend during spring training." How does that gonna go over? Because right now, spring football is that's your time.
I agree. Even if I was coaching right now, I would have been there for football on Friday. Basketball would have had to do without me. And then I would have caught up with them at some point during the weekend, Saturday morning or something. But even when I coached, my kids knew during spring football that they had to be there first. And then after we finished whatever football obligation we had, then we left to whatever tournament.
Like I say, it stands out because it's Lakeland, but I'm just saying any football program, any football, that's a head scratcher to me that you would, cause once again, and like I say, maybe it's just me, but why even go over there if you're not going to fully participate in football? Why not go after spring if you're not going to fully participate? I can't see a coach being okay with somebody leaving them during the highlight of spring. As important as spring football is in Florida, they brand new. It ain't like they don't even know what's going on. They don't even know the system. They don't know. I don't know. But and now it's gonna be my next thing, Monty. If you do play, okay, we play at 6. You done at 7. Y'all hit the road 7. So you miss Friday games, but you there for Saturday and Sunday. So you do both. But for you just to buck and miss all football, that's a new one. But like we say, these new kids, it's a new day and time. But everybody know Castle. Everybody know Lakeland football. And when has somebody bucked on Castle in the 100 years he's been coaching? Come on now. What's the point of you even going over there if you ain't gonna go the whole way through? But like I say, maybe I'm missing something. But if I'm fighting for a starting spot and I'm missing, then does that make sense?
Ain't that's the game that kind of would determine? Ain't that's the little spring game that kind of determine who's gonna start on Friday, who's not?
If you're in a dead heat, like I heard, they in a dead heat where they was. I'm sure they're not now. If you're in a dead heat for the Stars QB spot, and then you leave, and the boy getting all the reps, your competition, then what? It ain't no dead heat no more. And they play next week. They play next Friday. They play Venice, and they play 2 good teams next Friday down in Venice. I don't know. Maybe they did work it out, but that just. That's it's a new age. And I know it's a bunch of teams up there. Like I just looked at the number of teams. The 17 on the division, there was 96 teams up there. The 16 on the bracket, there was 68 teams. 15 was 62, and 14 was 24. It was a lot of teams up there. So I get that.
Was it different like divisions, Billy D, or was it like all you had to bring it?
Um, they had play-in games, or they were showcase games. Then they had two different brackets in 16s, two different brackets in 17. They tried to spread the teams out as best they could, but like I said, it was so many shoe company teams up there, so many other independent teams that you normally see on the circuit that it was a good field. It was real challenging up there with the quality of teams that they had. It was a great tournament.
Who played good for y'all? Who played good for 17s and 16s?
All 17s, Jaden Wynn played well. Um, you have Excel played well. Trey Chaney played really well. They really put it together with that 17s team. And then for us, D Hardy played well. Daraja along with Isaac um, and Jamie. And Willie Wilson from Haines City, he played well too.
That's what's up. Good job.
So let's be Polk Hoops is very school neutral, but but that's just interesting, man. We can move on from it. That just kind of stood out to me that them guys just booked, man, and that's what they went for. So ask you all a question. I got this question on the inbox and you all tell me what your thoughts on this. So you got a kid, let's just say he's a 9th or 10th grade kid, and he is choosing to slash, and I already know what y'all gonna say, but just hear it out, because when I use the word choosing, I know y'all I don't want you to pull up, swerve over, coach. But you got this kid, let's just say he's a freshman. Let's just keep it, He's a decent player. He can help your team. On your varsity team, he's gonna probably be a role player at best. He may get a couple minutes here and there. On your JV team, he's gonna get big, he'll get big starter minutes. You want the kid to play on the varsity because you looking, for the future type deal. But the kid and the parent would rather the kid play JV because they would rather the kid get more playing time than just kind of be a role player, and as opposed to getting 25 to 30 minutes on JV, as opposed to getting maybe 10 minutes max, unless you're blowing somebody out on varsity. What is your take on that? Like the kid, that the mom and the dad and the kid come in, I want to play JV because I don't want to be on varsity and just be 8 to 10 minutes a game, be a role player. I want to play on JV and get starter minutes. Even though you feel like as the coach, the varsity coach, A, it's going to help the varsity. B, it's better, long term for the program. But that's kind of what the kid and the parent wants right now. What's you all take on that?
I played 4 years of varsity, and I wouldn't trade that experience for the world. So I couldn't even understand why a kid, even if you playing 8 to 10 minutes, would not want to be in that 7:30 spotlight. Because you're gonna be talked about just for them 8 to 10 minutes as a freshman, compared to playing JV and not getting any conversation about what you're doing. Like nobody talks about the JV team kids. I don't know.
I actually agree. As a coach, you got to do what's best for your program. I know the parents and the kid may come to you with a request, but in the end, you need to make a decision on what's best for the program. And if he's that 6 or 7 kid coming off your bench, I think you got to keep him. You know what I'm saying? But he, like you said, Barnes, he got to play like at least 10 to 12 minutes. That's the minimum that he's going to have to play. If he's not playing, then you put the kid on JV.
The thing about foul trouble, like he might be 8 to 10 minutes, and the kid that he's playing behind gets in foul trouble. Now he go from 8 to 10 to 15 to 17. depending on the game situation.
But what we used to do is is kind of we'll leave them up through the holiday period and see how they do and make a decision during then once we come out of the holiday tournaments and stuff. So that's what we used to do. Because, he might go in one game and explode. Then, he might not have the opportunity if he's saying that he's going to play JV. You just never know. That's what happened with Gatlin at Lake Wells. He was on JV. He moved up to varsity because I think it was down players or something. He ended up exploding for one game. Then he stayed up and ended up starting.
Well, you got to put yourself in the record books. You don't get no stats counting JV.
I guess what for you though, bro, you played 4 years of varsity. Your freshman year, about how many minutes a game you played?
30. I started. So
you can't even I
played about 25. I would say about between 24 and 25 minutes a game. I started.
You're not a good
I was being funny with the 30.
You're not a good reference because A, you played starting minutes, and B, you wanted to play varsity. I'm saying the kid that's gonna play 8.
No, I actually wanted to play JV. Listen, that's the crazy part about it. All my friends was on JV at the time. Like all the guys I came in with in 9th grade, they were all on JV. So I was honestly, let me tell you the thing. I went in the summer, so I understand where he's coming from. I'm gonna give you my reason why I had a summer league, right? Going into high school. Coach Albert Larry was coaching us during that summer, and Mike will be able to tell this story too one day when we sitting down having lunch. So he pulls me up and like, yeah, I want you to be on varsity. I have no basketball IQ. I'm really just playing because everybody else playing. You know what I'm saying? I really was footballs on my mind. So we got this summer league game, and all my homeboys they playing JV. They own the JV summer league. So I end up on the varsity. I'm thinking I'm Mr. Tough. Bro, I sat the bench the whole game. The guy didn't even put me in the game. So my first instant, man, I don't want to be a part of this. I want to play JV. So when Scott becomes a coach, I'm playing football, right? And then I decide to come in early. Like, you know how you get a little week break or 2 week break before you switch over? Well, I decided, hey, I'm going to go out there early. Lo and behold, this man said, yeah, after 2 practices, this kid's basketball IQ is a little bit more above average. So we're going to keep him on varsity. First thing I tell him is what? I want to play JV.
And you want to play JV because?
My homeboys. Because all my homeboys was on JV. And I knew, like, that experience I had during the summer was like, hey, I don't want to get on varsity and then not play. But what Billy D just said, all right, the first 2 games of my high school career, I didn't start. I played about 8 to 10 minutes. And then our 3rd game, I don't remember what happened, but he started me. And I didn't look back since. And I played about 23 to 25 minutes as a freshman. So that same situation he's talking about.
But your original thought was if Scott don't show up, then you playing JV because of your experience sitting the bench during summer league.
Oh, I ain't want no varsity thing.
And so I guess that's what the thing is. If a freshman kid gonna get 20 plus minutes, then of course you want to play varsity. But if you don't
know, you don't know what you'll get, bro. That's the thing. Like you might get up there and get better. You might be improving on a day-to-day basis just off the knowledge of the game. And then those 8 to 10 that he's talking about might jump to 25, 20, 15, 17. You don't know, you know what I'm saying? Because JV, you're just not gonna get the same development. 2 weeks of practice, you improve as a player because on the varsity level because of the basketball IQ. You learn the game better. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know that. I didn't know it.
But if you practicing, if y'all running practices together, I mean, I guess the thing is
back in the day, you didn't do that. You didn't run practice.
Right, and you kind of made the point though, like before Scott got there, your mindset was off your experience, man. They ain't play me, so I'm gonna play JV. I ain't trying to sit the bench.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, would you rather the kid want to do the 8 minutes on varsity? Because like you're saying, you could increase your minutes, but you could be 8 minutes all year. You could
plus though.
You could be less than 8 minutes a year, but then you go on JV and you 25 minutes a game. You know, as a freshman,
that's a plus. I just think Vart just after what I've been through, if I took 8 to 10, I just think it's a plus because you're so well advanced over the kids that are playing JV. You know what I'm saying? Just your learning of the game, the way you got to compete.
I agree. The practice time is valuable. Practice time is valuable.
I mean, it's just too much of a plus, even if it's 8 to 10 minutes, because you got to think about the practice time. Like Billy D's saying, that's what's more important than anything. You've already took 2 steps ahead of any kid on the JV level. You're supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Like I haven't found a great JV coach. So I mean, that JV stuff be all over the place, man.
I know when I was at Lakeland, we practiced JV and varsity together. We always practiced. Everybody, the only time they split up was during the game. So and I think it helped our JV kids because they played, when I was at Jenkins, we practiced together for the most part too. I know everybody don't do it that way, but it just was a thought because I had got the question. A coach inboxed me that, and a coach is having that issue, and so so he wanted to. I told him we would ask him, we would bring it up and talk about it here on the show. So I just wanted to get y'all's take on it.
I think in the boys game he's got to play. Now we've had examples in the girls where they didn't play, but they got so much better in practice that when they played the next year, they was a vital part of the team. But if it's boys, they have to play. If they're not playing, put them down on JV.
Okay, gotcha. All right, good conversation, good talking. All right, so I got a hypothetical for both of y'all. You put your Ambo. We'll just say Ambo because he the only coach that's starting a team from scratch. Like there has never been a Davenport before this year. So if you start a team from scratch and you got the ability to choose the first position that you're gonna, it's a 2-part question. If you start a team from scratch here in Polk County, what would be the first position that you would want to build your team around, and what player that's coming back from Polk County would fit that bill?
So hold on, what do you mean the best position, as far as like
what position?
Like shooting guard, like the 5 positions.
Like where would you where would you start where would you want to start your first team from? And it may be a different answer. So like where would you want to start your team from position wise and based off the players that's coming back this year? And let's just take the obvious out the picture. Let's take Dylan James out the picture because he didn't play in Polk County last year. So of the returning players that played, and it's just it's just hypothetical, just conversation.
Of the returning players that just played, what would be the position that you would want to start your team off with?
Well, what position would you want to? But then also who?
Well, I'm a guard, so I think that great high school teams who have great guards always play at the next level at the White House. So I'm gonna say guard. What player would I want to start from? Like the player that left this year, or the ones that's coming back?
Ones that's coming back.
And who coming back?
I knew you was gonna say that. That's why I knew he just. So you saying so it's plenty guards that's coming back though, boss. You done talked about guards on the show.
Like to start. I would. What position does Tyler and what position Tyler plays? Like shooting guard, combo. KJ plays combo. I like the combo position. Salazar's a combo. He playing point for you too, right, Billy D?
Salazar didn't play combo last year though, cause he had Tyler and Ronell. Right.
But he'll combo guard. Man, just hearing Billy D talk about Salazar, how much he don't improve, I gotta go with. I'll let Billy D pick.
Go ahead, Coach. I know he was gonna back out. Go ahead, you jump on that, Coach. Can we hear Coach? Can't hear you, Coach.
You unmuted.
So everybody that's in the chat box is saying guards. I see PG. I see PG in row. I see PG in row 3 times. I see Coach Johnson say scoring guards that defend. Why Coach doing that? Coach
Rowe didn't play a lot last year. He was hurt, right?
Tuma, look at this real quick. Coach Johnson asked you this. I don't know if you saw it or not. Answer that for our coach getting situated. Then we'll come back to him. And you see that?
Does your future change if you demand JV Tuma? I just can't see how I could. He asked me, does my future change if I demand JV?
Yeah.
That's a good question, man. That is a tough question.
That's why I asked it.
I think the only reason I was all-time leading scorer is because of that extra year that extra year as a varsity.
Yeah, that had a lot to do with it. But would that change if you was JV though? Take that out of the picture about the all-time scoring leader.
Man, I don't know, Mike. Mike, answer that question. Does my future change if I play JV on my first year?
He's saying yes. He's saying yes.
Oh, Mike saying yes to the question?
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we got you, Coach.
All right.
I want Mike to answer that question. Coach, that's a hard one for me to answer. I spent 3 years with Mike, so does my future change if I play JV freshman year? I say yes. You know why I say yes? I wouldn't have been advanced in the game as far as basketball IQ. I would have lost some of that.
Okay. So Coach Sessions asked, see the question, if a JV player turn down your offer to play varsity, as a coach, how you handle that? Both of y'all.
But see, it all depends on the kid. Kid can grow. He playing varsity for me. He ain't playing JV. That's like now. Like for me, like if you're an 8th grader and you can step, I'm putting you on this varsity. We're gonna put you on the varsity team. He gotta play. Ain't no you playing JV because you demand it. Nah, we ain't playing JV.
So he don't have an option. That's what
you don't have an option in my program.
Coach Sessom, they don't have it. They saying Coach Sessom that if he had the ability to play varsity, he playing varsity, period.
He playing varsity, or he can go somewhere else, man. I got to make him better. I got to prepare him to be great.
Coach Billy D, you heard the question?
That's crazy that a kid would want to miss that spotlight, bro. That 7:30 jump ball, let's get it. Ain't nobody in the gym at 6 o'clock watching no JV game. Look at what you putting up. But just to warm up with varsity.
But what if the kid don't care about? What if the kid don't care about that?
Man, what kid? He don't love basketball then.
What if a kid don't care about it though?
He don't love basketball.
Some kids don't care about that.
Man, come on, bro. He don't love basketball.
Listen, you care about it. I care about it, but
he don't love basketball. That's what I'm telling you. He don't love basketball.
They don't care about it, and they do love basketball. It's possible, is what I'm saying. It's not normal, but it's possible.
Man, listen, man. Bro, you don't love basketball, then we already got concern there, bro. You ain't in love with the game. Bro, that jump ball, let's get it, bro. It's already enough.
If I'm playing, I love it. Just because I'm not playing at the varsity level, I mean I don't love it.
Listen, bro, 8 to 10 minutes on varsity, you blessed. That's great.
I'm just asking the question, Coach. I'm just asking the question.
8 to 10 minutes. I'm telling you, 8 to 10 minutes on varsity, you're the talk of the town. Especially if you can put up some points in 8 to 10 minutes.
You're
the number one fan favorite.
I get it. Coach Billy D, you heard the question? I keep trying to get Coach in, but he in and out though. Listen, nobody's disagreeing with you. Coach Johnson's, that's Coach Johnson got a good take on it. Some kids may not be physically ready, but they're not sure mentally. My thing on it is, if a kid just doesn't want to do it, it's possible. And if they don't, does that automatically mean that they?
Man, you soft, man. You want to play JV when you can play varsity, man. Get down to the bottom of it, man. You soft. Get down to the. I can't keep talking like this, man. You soft if you don't want to play varsity. You want to go play JV.
Oh, Billy D, have you been listening?
No, I didn't hear the last part. What are you been talking about?
So this is what Coach Sessoms asked. He said, if a JV player turns down your offer to play varsity, how should you, as a coach, handle that? Tubman just finally said what he been wanting to say for the last 10 minutes. He's saying if a kid play JV, he's soft. That's what you heard.
Soft, man.
He's been trying to be diplomatic about it, but
Coach, I don't give options.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You soft if you want to play JV, man. You soft.
Regardless, I don't give options. This is what you're gonna do. This is what's best for the program.
So if they say they don't play varsity and they don't play for you at all?
Hey, somewhere else might be best for you.
I said that earlier, but I'm telling you, soft if you don't want to play varsity, bro.
I mean, I would talk to the kid and the parent to kind of trust the process, and and kind of let go and trust in the coach themselves that we would know what we're doing and his development, and just try to convince them that this is in the best interest of the program and the best interest of the kid overall. Because I know when I first started coaching, I played freshmen and sophomores because I knew what the future was going to look like. So I had to take my lumps early. You know what I'm saying? That experience, varsity experience, you cannot simulate in practice. Like you can't. It's only going to make you better. It's just like, getting used to the water temperature. Eventually you're going to adjust. And your body's going to, whatever stress you put on it, it's going to adjust to that particular stress. If it's easy for you, then you're not going to be, the player that you want to be. If Tuma plays JV, he's not that same player. We're not seeing Tuma jersey hung up in the gym.
But Tuma couldn't have did that in 3 years, Mike.
No.
Tuma couldn't have did the same thing he did in 3 years, Mike.
Nah.
I mean, he might have been.
He would have put up 2,000.
Take away the all-time leading scorer.
I wouldn't have put up 2,000
in 3 years.
I wouldn't have put up 2,000.
No, I'm saying take away the leading scorer. Take away the all-time leading scorer. I'm saying the rest of it.
So look, that what I'm saying. Like, so I'm coming in as a sophomore with a different role than I would have already been on the team. You get what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Like, after my freshman year, Scott already had a certain role for me, not only as the second leading scorer, but already playing the point guard position as a backup. It benefited me, man. I can't.
So if Scott don't come, you not the Tuma you were, because you saying the other guy you was gonna play.
I want to be 10,000 with you about this. If Scott don't come to Mark Door, I might not be on this podcast with y'all. I'll probably be in the streets of Mark Door hustling. So it's different with the coach. I know I wouldn't be.
So everything happens for a reason.
So it become more on the coach.
If Scott don't come, Gordon Gibbons don't know who Corey Toomey is. And
so that goes back to what Coach Johnson said. Some kids may not be mentally ready, so it becomes on the coach to get them ready.
Hey, you soft.
What I'm saying is
minutes, bro. If I can give you 8-10 minutes.
No, he agreeing with you, boss. He not disagreeing with you.
No, I'm just saying. I'm telling you that you soft. I get what he's saying. I'm just telling you, like, again, if you don't want to play 8 to 10 minutes, you soft. You need to pacify and some diapers.
Well, here go Coach Thomas. He got to take, because his son just finished. he did that when his son was a freshman. Talked to Sean, asked if he could play JV to allow him to grow mentally, and he can be soft. He's not looking for praise from no one. Just want to play ball.
Hey, got your feelings, man. I said what I said. That's how I feel.
So, Mike, when you say football player D1, you saying it's different from football? Maybe it's different from football. I mean, I can relate to football for CJ. You know, CJ wanted to play varsity, but they had him on JV. He played the first 2 games of JV. They pulled him up, and he started, like you said, for you. He started the 3rd game, and he ain't looked back. So, football probably a little different.
So what he's telling you is I would have been focusing on football.
Oh, you would have been playing football.
Yeah.
So then you still would have went D1 in football. So you still wouldn't have been on the streets of Mount Dora. You just wouldn't have been you just wouldn't have been playing basketball.
Hey, I'm glad I played basketball.
I mean, it worked out, but what we're saying is, you would have played football instead of basketball, so you still would have been in the same.
I probably would have focused on baseball too, Mike. Right.
He said baseball.
Yeah, that was my sport.
Mr. make a good point. It's varsity tryouts, not JV. But do they have JV tryouts?
No, you try to make teams, then they put you on JV, man.
So it's one try, then they decide whether you JV or varsity. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
What is playing on JV gonna benefit? I just want to know, like, what is playing on JV gonna benefit? If you can play 8 to 10 minutes on varsity, what is playing on JV gonna benefit?
I mean,
if a coach can say, man, this kid here can play 8 to 10 minutes on varsity, what is the benefit of playing JV basketball, man? You might well just like that's just crazy.
So let's ask a different question. What is the purpose of JV? Coach, I ask you first, as a coach,
to prepare them for varsity.
To prepare them for varsity.
To prepare them for varsity.
Because most JV is supposed to run the same system as the varsity, right?
Yes.
From what I get out of it, most So you basically learning the system. So when you go to the next level, you're already kind of familiar with the system. But if you can play
it's not a huge learning curve. But like Barnes said, we practice together because I wanted to make sure that they learn it right in the way that I wanted them to learn it. So, it wasn't a whole reteach when they came to me. And, they used to get baptized in practice. And I wanted them to because they're practicing against, the best team in the state at that point. So they was killing people on JV.
Okay. How much better can you be? Like, think about how more developed you will be if you're competing against all-state, 3-time all-state player every day in practice as a freshman compared to playing with your homeboys on JV.
Okay.
It will be better.
You would, and let me ask you all the flip side of that question. That's the reason I asked you. Well, the first reason I asked you that because I had the second part of the question. So we've been talking about freshmen being on JV that to play varsity. What about if you got a junior that probably is not at the varsity level? Do you put that junior on JV?
Hell no. Junior on JV.
I don't either.
So if it's a junior, he out the program. If he ain't made it to varsity level by his junior year, he done.
Go work at Publix, man.
I mean, because I'm not gonna hinder the development of the younger kid. So he's gonna, I guess, be on varsity. He won't play. You know what I'm saying? But he can practice and buy his time. You just never know what situation that you might have to throw him in the game. But I'm not going to hinder the development of one of the younger kids. It's not worth it.
Scott always told me if a younger kid is better than one of these older kids, you develop your younger kid that's going to be in your program for long. If you're a junior and I got to consider you on JV, man, you need to go work at Publix, man. Basketball.
So This is the thing. Okay, I guess what Coach Sessom is saying is the kid is wanting to play JV because they feel like they should be getting more minutes on varsity, and they not. So they'd rather just go play JV and just get more minutes since he ain't getting more minutes on JV. I mean on varsity.
Man, you might well. What's that school that I don't be knowing in Auburndale or something? You might well go transfer over there. What's that school called? Oasis or something?
You call it JCP.
Yeah, you might well go play over there. You're gonna be talking about.
Missouri said, first of all, congratulations, Coach Missouri. Shout out to Coach Missouri with the reveal today.
That's an embarrassment to Kathleen basketball, Missouri, to say you got 3 juniors on JV. If you really type that in there and let us know that.
Hey, man. Hey, so I guess my thing is, once you in the program, are you not in the program? I guess that's so. It's a expiration on the program. Once I make the team as a freshman, I'm supposed to. Do I not have an expectation unless I transfer that I'm there for 4 years? Does it have to be? Does it say how many of them have to be JV and how many of them have to be varsity?
No, it doesn't say that, but it's not necessarily saying that your spot is guaranteed, as a freshman or a sophomore. If you're not ready, sometimes coaches got to make hard decisions. If you're a project and we expect you to get better from freshman to sophomore season and you don't, and we got some freshmen that are better, well, your name might not be on that list.
So does that junior still got to try out?
Yes. Everybody's got trials. So
you try every year, don't you?
Coach, let's be real. Everybody ain't trying out now. Come on now. Let's be real.
Hey,
but every year don't you? At trials.
Do you have to post tryouts? But are we? Let's just keep it G on here. Is everybody trying out every year?
Hey, listen, cuz the only junior I'm keeping on JV, his daddy and mama got some money. They got some money that's going to the program, cuz.
I mean,
I'm on varsity giving them 2 million.
It's happened. I mean, we seeing what they said. Bartow, Lakeland, and Kathleen has had JV juniors on JV, so it's happened.
Did Jimmy Missouri play? Was you the JV player on Kathleen 2001 team?
He said 3. He said he had 3.
Was he one of the 3?
Coach Cable was there. Coach Cable on right now. He can answer.
Coach Cable, who was on 3 juniors y'all put on there? Drew just want Drew wanted $350 from them players, man.
I'm just saying that it's both sides to it. If you want it, this thing, bro. Once you make the team, are you saying it's an expiration? That's why I just asked Billy D this. You was out of the picture. You saying it's an expiration date. If I make the team as a freshman, are you now saying I got a limit? I have an expectation I'm gonna be in the program for 4 years. Does it say I gotta have how many got to be JV, how many got to be varsity?
If you ain't scared of development by your junior year, and I'm talking about JV, you getting cut. I'm gonna tell you to go work at Publix.
How you getting cut if we having a if we ain't having no trials? How I'm getting cut?
What you mean you have no trials? You got to have trials, don't you?
You got to have trials. You got to have trials. But we all know the trials.
You got to have trials. But who is trying? Come on now.
Coach, we all know when trials are. Trials start in June. June what? 7th? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that is when trials start.
Coach, really? We need the names of them 3 JV players that was on Kathleen. We need the name.
But look at Kathleen. Look at Kathleen 2001 team, bro. So everybody couldn't play varsity. That loaded as that team was. So it probably some good kids on JV because of how loaded they was on the varsity.
Man, you can go watch calls on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. I'm not keeping you at no junior. That's an embarrassment, man. That's embarrassing to the program, bro. You taking away from younger kids' development because you got this kid that been in the program at grade A sanitation.
Let's look at this. Let's take Kathleen 2001 since they on the table. Kathleen 2001 was loaded. Nobody won't disagree with that.
No.
They had a lot of seniors on that 2001 team. So if you got a junior who probably ain't as good, but in 2002, when all them people leave, and you done kick the kid off, he could have helped you in 2002. So you ain't looking. You ain't looking at the whole thing. I guess is what I'm saying.
Michael Jordan didn't get cut as no junior from varsity, right? You get cut as a junior, you ain't finna be nothing as a senior on the varsity, bro.
But you ain't getting what I'm saying.
What
Okay.
is you saying? It ain't making sense. You
Listen what I'm
trying.
saying. He ain't good enough to play in 2001 because you loaded. But you ain't gonna be loaded in 2002. You ain't gonna be loaded in 2002. So then what happened in 2002 when the kid probably could have helped you in 2002? He can't help you in 2001. But do you look to the future or you just in the present and that's just it?
I'm gonna send him to Christian.
He ride the bench on varsity. He practice every day with us. He get better that way, but then he ride the bench when it's game time. But I'm not gonna put him on JV where he taking minutes away from our freshmen and sophomores. I'm not doing that.
So you don't kick him off though? I guess that's my question.
No, he just has to ride the bench on varsity.
You get 15 uniforms, right?
You get 15.
You number 15, bro.
I'm just asking the question because I get what you're saying as far as you having the squad, but you ain't gonna have that. What did Kathleen do the next year, 2002?
They made it to the regional final.
So they still had a squad.
I'm with DJ Marlowe. If you in 11th grade and you playing JV basketball, how embarrassing is that, man?
I'm not saying it's not embarrassing.
It's not embarrassing.
I say I'm not saying it's not embarrassing, but I'm saying this is let me say this. If I'm on a 500 team and I'm on JV as a junior, okay. But if I'm on a 2001 Kathleen, if I'm on a 2000, what was it, 11 or 12 when y'all won state, coach?
12.
2012 Lake Wells. If I'm on a this year 2020 Bartow, just to give a couple teams. If I'm on a 87, 91, 92 Bartow, and I'm on, you know what I'm saying? It's different than if I'm on a Lakeland that's 14 and 14 or 12 and 15. I'm a junior playing JV, as opposed to Kathleen that had put 5 or 6, 7 guys in college off that 2001 team. That's, to me, that's a different junior. That's a different scenario. I'm not saying, but I just say it's a different scenario. That's all I'm saying. That's all. I'm not saying that. And I guess my other thing is, once the kid in the program, you kicking the kid out of the program because he ain't progressed. That's tough. That's tough. But I get it. I get the frame of thought. I get the frame of the thought process. But that's a tough one. So you either gonna get cut, like Coach said, you either gonna get cut as a junior or you gonna play on JV. Either one of them there ain't no coming back. Either one of them. I don't know. It's two sides of it. That's all I'm saying. It's the JV kid side, and then it's the junior. Because this thing, it's been done. It's been done by plenty of coaches that we can see on here. It's state championship teams that did it. So
Bartow did it this year, Coach. I think they had 1 or 2 on JV this year.
This year, that's what I'm saying. I know it's state teams that have done it. Multiple state teams have done it. So it's been done. I see how you're looking, bro. I see how you're looking, peachy, but it's been done. That was my whole point of asking it.
I just want to do it.
Coach Marlowe, I got to be the one to keep it, I got to keep the balance. These two guys are real cutthroat, man. They both played at a high level, coach at a high level. And sometimes they don't see the little guy. I'm the little guy seer. I got to keep the balance.
I said I keep the kid, but he just ride the bench on varsity. He's not going to JV.
I'm just clowning, man. But I mean, that's something to look at, bro, because it happens. It happens,
I ain't looking at it, bro.
Now, this is another question and this is a good question too. So they do this in other counties. We've never done it in Polk. Do y'all think there's a thing for freshmen, JV and varsity team that should add a freshman division to The program in Polk County? I know other counties do that.
No.
They used to have that in Polk. I don't know why they got rid of it.
I don't think they need to have it.
But I don't think they need to either.
I just think it's they tried a couple years ago, but the county said they couldn't.
Yeah, I don't agree with it.
County probably looking at like budget concerns and stuff like that. I think it's something to that, because if a freshman kid is good enough to play, then okay. But like that's called intramurals.
Exactly. I don't agree with it.
Too much just cutthroat. Hey, look, man, everybody can't come in and get 25 minutes a game as a freshman. We gotta look at the whole totality of building a program. That freshman kid that you
don't want a freshman team,
year, they might be a good glue guy.
The reason why I say I don't want a freshman team, because they're not going to even play enough games to develop, so it's going to be a waste. They only give you got to remember, I coach middle school. They only give us 6 games in the season. So what they going to give a freshman team 8 games because of the budget? So I don't agree with it, bro. They don't even it'll be an unfair situation to the kids. They need to play JV. They're not going to give them enough games. Yeah, I mean, they're not going to provide them enough games for you to say they improved.
Okay.
Like they're not even fair to middle school kids, bro. Middle school basketball should be playing 15 games. They should have a real season. You see what I'm saying? They're not traveling outside the county, and they still make the excuse about there's no money in the budget for that. When you got a gate and you got a concession, there's no way you can't pay 2 referees off of that. And they still don't give them but 6 games. So freshmen, they'll give them 8 games, 2 extra games more than middle school. So I don't agree with it.
I got you. Listen, man, I'm saying with the if you can't play JV as a freshman, not your sport, no freshman
That's
team.
like, I don't think a kid that play like football, you get that with football now. You get these kids that be in high school, and instead of playing JV football, they go play Little League football. That's crazy.
Yeah, that happens a lot too.
Yeah, that's a joke. That's a joke, man. You in high school, you going out and play Little League football?
I guess the thing is, we're not talking about people like Jay Fraud and them guys, you and Miguel. Y'all guys came in, Tuma. Y'all guys came in and was ready to play varsity as freshmen. We're not talking about that situation. You guys ain't come in and play. First of all, you didn't come in and play 6 to 8 minutes. Y'all was playing major minutes. Second of all, you wanted to play varsity. The point we were saying was, what about the kid who doesn't want to play varsity as a freshman because of the lack of minutes? Not the freshman like y'all that wanted to play, that was hungry and that was getting the minutes. So it's 2 different kids. It's not this ain't y'all in a whole different bracket wise, talent wise, hunger wise, dog wise. You know, we're not talking about y'all guys. We're talking about the kid that, all right, I don't want to sit over here for 6 to 8 minutes a night. Some nights I may not even play. I'd rather go play JV and play 25 minutes. You know, you ain't never had that problem. You got off the bus getting 20, 25 minutes. Tuma got off the bus getting 25, 30 minutes. So we're not talking about y'all. We're talking about them guys that, you know what I'm saying, that wasn't getting it. They'd rather go get them 25 on JV as opposed to like Jay Fraud. They, like you said, they jumped off the bus playing. All them guys, Jay Fraud, Wheelers, all them guys played the whole from the time they got at Bartow. So not them guys, you know. So this is a question that what's name just asked Tuma. So if you had a chance to play 6 middle school games and none, which one are you thinking?
I took it for 12 years.
So he said, I guess his point is if you can play the 8 games, that's 8 more than you would have played with the freshman team. I guess that's the point he's making.
Hey, I'm glad I ain't have to deal with that type of situation.
Oh, all right. So good convo. So y'all never really answered the other question, so we'll move on about who y'all start your team. I know most people in the chat box, the consensus of the most votes, I guess, if we want to say votes, was guards, and the name that came up the most was Rowe and Salazar. So those are 2 names that
I don't know who I would want to start a team with. Honestly, I don't know. I didn't see it.
That's what I was gonna say. Those 2 players. you can easily build around because they're team players also. They can get you buckets, but they also get their teams involved.
Yeah, DJ, because I forced us to play more than I forced them to play more than 6 games because I thought y'all was special. They weren't them 6. I started adding on extra games.
Listen, idea. Like I say, I'm not disagreeing with you. The question that was asking me wasn't like the type of kid that want to play varsity and play in the 60 minutes. It's the kid that don't want to play. It's the coach that want him to play up, and the kid don't want to play. So it wasn't that the kid wanting to play. It's the kid saying, "No, I don't even want to be up there. I'm not gonna get the time," and the coach want them up there. So I get
you said the kid and the parents. See, that's where I went wrong with it. Like the kid and the parent were like, so now with the parents all in the business of trying to decide what's best for the coach's program. You said the kid and his parent.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm already lost then because now the parent trying to tell me how to run my program.
now you with Tuma and Billy D. Now I done broke it down to you. Now you tell him he need to go to.
Don't you feel some type of way, Billy D?
I ain't say you're wrong, but I knew that's once I explained. I knew that's how you was gonna take it, and I get it. I don't get it from what y'all saying, but I'm just saying that was the scenario, and it's a real scenario. It happens, it happens more than you think,
Billy D.
Yes,
When you feel some type of way of a parent telling you to put their kid on JV, like you trying to tell me how to run my program?
Exactly. It's not the program for you.
Yeah, you said parent and the kid, Barnes. I can sit down with a kid and tell him something, but a parent and a kid, I'm already at law. Like you trying to tell me how to run my program?
Okay, I get it.
If the parent and the kid sitting down with me, man, I think the parent trying to live their dream through the kid. First of all,
could be something to that.
Tell me how to run my program.
Could be something to that.
I think your kid is good enough to play. Let me coach your kid. I'm putting him on varsity, but you gonna try to tell me he need to play JV? Man, come on, man. You need to coach. You go find you a school coach.
Yeah, you gotta do what's best for the program.
All right, so this is the weekly part of the show. We only got one name that came up this weekend, the transfer portal. The only name that officially came up was Ezekiel Munoz kid. I'll say Zeke, I don't want to say his name wrong, but the Zeke Munoz kid, who is 2023 kid transferring from Winter Haven to Bartow. So I guess to date, the transfer portal, he's the fourth. So that's the fourth kid from Winter Haven's team last year that's left. So I guess the first obvious question is what's going on in Winter Haven that 4 kids have left the team since last year.
I mean, obviously this kid don't transfer twice, so we back to the parent situation. So the kid think he better than what he is, so he ain't comfortable where he at. So he's trying to develop. And you transfer to 2 different schools and you ain't playing the way you think you need to play. Yeah, give me the reason why you leaving every school. I need to understand that better than like, okay, we saw KJ 8th grade at Victory, came to varsity on Kathleen. This whole thing was development. This kid, what is this reason behind this kid transferring?
I don't know the reason. I just know.
When I heard it was an excuse about him being at Kathleen, like I can't deal with the transferring just because you ain't happy. Like, was he getting minutes in Winter Haven?
No, not what he wanted.
Okay, there we go again. We got an unhappy kid that probably ain't producing in practice.
Well, this is what I just got from one of our Winter Haven connects. So he see the top 3 at Winter Haven, and he don't see himself getting shots. Would have been, but this is the thing. He left after the other 3 left, so you would figure that he's not one of the top 3. Let's just be clear on that, and maybe that's a deal. But if he going to Bartow, I guess we could we don't know, but we can kind of think that he's not going to be one of the top 3 at Bartow either. I mean, with what Bartow got to come back.
But the plus for him is McGriff don't care who shoot it.
And I was about to say that's the thing though. If you are a shooter, the two schools that you would love to go to in Polk County if you're a shooter is Bartow and Lakeland, because neither one of them coaches care who shoots the ball. They gonna play fast, and if you open, you shoot it. They don't care. So if he going to Bartow and he can shoot the ball, we know that's the scout report. He's a shooter. He's one of the best shooters in the county. I saw a thing earlier that they was talking. Bird was telling Coach Blicker that he think that the kid, and Billy D, you said this a little while ago on the show, that the new kid, the Nemo kid, is the best shooter in the county. The kid can shoot it. So going to Bartow, I'm not saying you can't shoot it at Kathleen, Ideal. I'm just saying you go into a game and you look at how Lakeland play and how Kathleen play. I mean, not Kathleen, Lakeland and Bartow play. It's like anybody. It's free flowing. If the ball hits your hand, it ain't got to be a good shot. It's whatever. And it ain't nothing negative. That's just how they play. So a kid like that, he may see. I mean, I can go over here and get some shots up. I normal play because McGriff gonna play 9-10 guys. So I normal play, and so I can get some shots up. I mean, I don't know. I ain't talked to the kid. I just know he leaving, and like you said, I know that he was at Kathleen for his 9th grade year.
Okay, so
he for 10th grade, and now he's gonna be a Bartow for
this kid transferring for him not being happy.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So like, it ain't like a transfer move like that. Like he left Kathleen because he wasn't happy at Kathleen. He went to Winter Haven. He had expectations. And then you got all these freshmen that he didn't know about was coming in, that was going to be playing, that was going to be hella tough. So then he ain't happy with that because them freshmen getting more burn or getting more shots than him. So now he ain't happy again. Now he leaving again. Yeah. Hey, can we stop talking about people that ain't relevant in Pope Hoops?
Listen, what I'm saying, he in the transfer portal. We talk about the transfer portal each week. Do we got anybody else in the portal? That y'all know something?
Everybody who champion.
So it was just, and yeah, Coach Marlowe. I know that Lakeland Christian and Santa Fe shoot it too. I'm just saying, like, you just look at who has. I mean, they running sets at Santa Fe and they running sets at Lakeland Christian. They ain't always necessarily running sets at. They secondary break. They get it up, pass, shoot type deal at them other two schools. So I ain't saying that they don't shoot it over there. I'm saying, like, if we compare it from a comparison standpoint. So, all right, so we'll transition right into the thing. Gonna give out a couple shout outs, man. Then have a discussion. So since last week, we got one new coaching hire. I see he on here. I want to say congratulations to Coach OJ Simmons, the new head coach at Lake Region High School.
OJ come on the podcast next week.
We can get them on next week. I mean, so you come on and talk about about what you want to happen. We had a couple offers this week. We had all three of them came from Winter Haven. Well, not this week, but since the last time we was on. Jamie Phillips and Isaac Salazar, both 2024, picked up their first offers from Siena College. Siena's in New York, right, Coach Billy B?
Yes, sir. It's in Siena. It's in that same conference as our owner, where Walter's going.
Okay. So they picked up offers, and then Dylan Jack picked up another offer from Georgetown. And then we had two kids that have signed since the last time we've been on. So we want to say shout out and congratulations to Alvin Tumlin, who signed with Stetson, and Johnny Torrance, who signed with Northport University. So both of those guys from Santa Fe signed to go play ball at the next level. So congratulations to them. Shout out to both of them. And then we also want to give a shout out. It's not a basketball related, but it's a basketball kid. Taylor Gant from Lakeland High School won the state for the 100 meter for his class. So congratulations, shout out. Taylor is the fastest man in Florida. Class. So shout out Taylor Gant from Lakeland High School. Like I said, it's not basketball related, but he's a basketball kid, so I want to make sure you give him a shout out. So
yeah,
we got a good question, bro. Does the move help with exposure? No. Man, guys just transferring, man. I hate transfer that just transfer when they just transfer because they ain't happy.
Yeah, Miss Gant, shout out to you. Congratulations to you and Frank. I know y'all real happy as well. Y'all should be. Wanting to make sure we shout out my boy. You know, his number one fan wanted to make sure that I said that. So she lost her mind when she saw it. So congratulations to him. Well deserved, hard working young man. So great job. So I want to ask y'all this real quick. What's your thoughts of just conversation? Obviously, Dylan James is blowing up. What is it? What is it, Coach Billy D? Because you see him more than we do. You on the circuit with him, and you see him. And I know Coach Blicker is, so Coach Blicker see him. What is it? What is it going on?
Yeah, before Billy D say that, Billy D called this out. Like, I don't know if you remember this, bro. Billy D called it with his kid. Said if he did come back, whatever he was, he's gonna be the best player in the county.
He was gonna be a monster.
I got to give a shout out to Billy D for saying that. When he left, Billy D said if he come back,
he's gonna be a monster.
Talk to the county. He's gonna be big, and
he has become a monster. So what is it that has caused him to blow up, Coach? For the people that don't, I know when people saw the Georgetown offer, people like, hold on now, like, okay, we gotta pay attention a little more now. You know, he getting some good offers, but then when you see Georgetown, you kind of like it raised some eyebrows on the page last week. So just kind of talk about it for a second for the folks that may not know.
Yeah, I mean, not only the Georgetown offer, the Mississippi State offer, that's an SEC offer, that's big. But this kid, he's 6'9", Coach. He's every bit of 6'9". You know what I'm saying? He can shoot it. He's trying to dunk everything. And he's defending the rim, too. He's so active right now, Coach. And his activity level is through the roof. You know what I'm saying? I remember when he was younger, he was a lot more tentative than what he was right now. And right now, Coach, his confidence through the roof, so he's playing through the roof. The kid, he's still improving. You know what I'm saying? Like, his goal is to play the wing. I think he's going to end up being like a stretch 4 or something. But like I said, he's shooting it. He's trying to dunk everything every time he goes to the rim. And he's making it difficult for people to score. He's so athletic right now, Coach. It's like, I wonder how much he's going to change the county.
So, Coach, when he left, when he was at Winter Haven as a freshman, he was mechanical. He was, you know, he didn't play as much. You know, he didn't start. He was kind of starting, I guess, trying to figure it out. So between that time and now, he's a whole different person.
Yes, he is. And I also think with the kids leaving, could have played into that also because, you know, those guards are ball dominant. You know, Tyler, Rowe, you know, they had a ball in their hands a lot. So, you know, like, I think that they felt his development, him as a freshman, didn't come as fast as they wanted to because, you know, he wasn't getting the ball like he probably should have. But, you know, now with them leaving and they have them young kids there with Isaac and JP, you know, maybe they think it's a better situation for them. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't going to be enough basketballs in Winter Haven if all those kids stay. You know, how was you going to make that work? And I think that was the huge issue. It was like, you know, just trying to mesh all those egos and personalities. As a coach, man, that is tough to manage. You know what I'm saying? Manage those egos and personalities on that team.
Did him going to the Rock help him, or if he would he have been the same if he stayed this year?
I think he would have got it if he stayed. You know, the Rock, I don't think particularly helped his development. I mean, he was going to get there anyway. He could have stayed, and I think his stock still would have rose through the roof.
Okay. So, without a doubt, with James at 6'9", Isaac at 6'5", JP 6'2", 6'3", is Winter Haven, without a doubt, the top team returning in the county?
I said that. So we start the podcast after the season, and Winter Haven gonna make it. Yeah. That ain't that's and who knows what they got coming behind them. I've been said that. I can't believe them boys left.
Uh,
They were supposed to be. You know how that 2 year cycle it's like a 2 years a 2 year cycle in Polk County. You ever notice that? It was from '08. Let's go to 2008, '07, '08, Kathleen, right? '09, '10, it was Bartow, right? Or Winter Haven.
no, it's Bartow.
Bartow.
Bartow. Okay, then you got 11 and 12, Lake Wells.
Yeah.
Then 13, 14, Winter Haven. It's so okay, you wait your turn. Winter Haven, just imagine they had them two boys or them three boys that left. We ain't even talking about nobody else. They locked as one of the top teams in the state.
So you think they legitimately one of the top teams in the state, not just the county?
If all them boys would have stayed,
Oh, you saying the other boys didn't leave?
if all them, if everybody stayed, then you talking about the Fort Myers tournament. They senior year, they definitely playing in that. They national level type of
They
team.
might get in there anyway as a showcase game.
If he get in the Georgetown offers, they become very attractive, and then they got freshmen that's getting offers. So they got 3 kids with offers right now, and none of them are seniors.
Yeah,
They become very attractive.
saying that I ain't saying they need them because I still feel like I said that before. I'm like Winter Haven definitely number one. If you're questioning Winter Haven number one, you really tripping. Just with the 2 freshmen coming back who took it on the chin and played tough all season last year. And then you add him.
If you all remember last year when we was doing the little preseason thing, when Coach Woodside was on here, Coach Woodside, when he left, Coach Woodside say they leave, but they always come back. I don't know if y'all remember him saying that.
Oh no,
Yeah,
bro,
I remember that.
boys ain't coming back, bro.
He said well, he was talking about at that time it was James had just left.
Oh,
He was like they leave, they always come back because he
Keyshawn.
said
Then Keyshawn did that?
Walker
Keyshawn?
left and came back. Keyshawn, the Bryant kid, left and came back. And now James left and he done came back. So he said it last year. He said, Coach, they always leave. When they do leave, but they always come back. Now he had Tyler and Rowe at the time, so he wasn't talking about them.
Yeah.
So, but they back, and the thing is, when they come back, they all come back better. Ain't that crazy? They all come back better than when they left.
Them boys ain't losing no sleep losing Tyler and Rodon. I can tell you that much.
Well, now they
got coming back. And I'm saying,
so them 3 basically, JP, Son, Isaac, and Salazar, all 3 handling the ball on offense, right? And then when they turn around on defense, ain't no arms and legs down there on defense, so that ain't a bad problem.
Let me give the other plus of why I said, like, okay, that girls coach at Winter Haven got 2 of them boys on this team coaching them all year. So them guys playing together. The old girls coach over there, the girls coach for Winter Haven. Hey, listen, he took the top freshmen and he got them playing together and learning how to play even better together for the summer. So now they not only get to go from what they learned, they still together all summer.
Woodside owe me some money, along with McGriff owe me some money too, and along with a couple other coaches.
I saw y'all all in the little picture this weekend.
They gonna owe me some money, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they have grown together. They're gonna be special when they get in the job. I'm curious to what summer league's gonna look like. I am curious.
Winter Haven will win the summer league.
Oh, so that's your prediction right now? Winter Haven gonna win summer league?
Man, I got Winter Haven number 1, period, bro. Like,
I'm just asking because you just kind of.
I'm just asking, like, who has something back that will make you doubt Winter Haven?
What does Winter Haven have besides them 3?
Bruh, you got 3 bowlers. What do you need outside of 3 players? You got 3 basketball players, bro. You don't
ask a question.
No, I'm giving you, like, I'm telling you, like, you got 3 basketball players, bro.
But they have athletes. They have athletes. Some other kids that are there, and they're supposed to have another good freshman class coming in too.
But listen, I'm talking about you got 3 basketball players. That's hard to do in the county, bro. We haven't seen that 3 basketball players, dog, on a team that hasn't been successful.
Listen, I'm not disagreeing with you. They got 3 kids that got Division I offers, and they not even seniors. So
That's
I'm not
what I'm talking
disagreeing
about.
at all. The question is, okay, you got three ball players. The natural question is, okay, who else do they got? Are you saying it don't matter who else they got? I guess that's
athlete. Listen, great teams. If you got 2 or 3 basketball players and you got some athletes, you locked and loaded for the White House. Because them athletes gonna be role players. Look at Kathleen 97 squad. You had BB and you had Alvin, right? Then you had a whole bunch of athletes. Freddie, Shaw, all them guys were athlete football players. Man, that's all you need.
And Monty, you just asked the same question. I was leading into it. So is that the type of field? Alvin, Dylan, Isaac, BB, TJ, James?
In this era, I mean, it's hard to put.
I mean, we know they ain't gonna be like attacking the rim, but I'm saying
Walden BB Walden is a rare breed to talk, and TJ would, they give you that. They can give you that, man.
But they talking about how this Salazar kid, his cylinder is like, I ain't said he gonna get BB level, but they saying that kid can, like, he got a. And we just talked about Dylan for a couple minutes, so you got 2 kids.
Got 3 D1. Whether it's mid, major, or high, you got 3 D1 young guns on your team, man. I'm excited about seeing them guys.
Dylan James is gonna end up being top 100 in his class, top 50 in his class, and Oz is gonna end up being top 100 in his class too.
Are they done growing?
I don't know. I think they still can get another inch or 2. I mean, Oz is 6'5" right now.
How they competing, bro? Like, how they competing, Billy D? Honestly, how are they competing?
Bro,
they're playing high level. That's the other plus. That's the other plus, Barnes, that we're not talking about, right? Billy D is making them play varsity basketball in the summer, so he ain't making them play with the 15s and just competing at that level. They playing up a level to compete against better competition. They only get better, man.
Yeah, they're rising to the occasion too. Jamie has lost 15 pounds. So he's moving a whole lot better. He's playing at a high level right now.
Coach, I saw a picture of him, and I'm like, he don't even look like the same kid. I saw a picture of him the other day, and it's like you could tell he done lost the weight. So
all them kids must be Mike kids. Well, Mike ain't stopped talking since we talked about Winter Haven, boy. Mike, is you from Mount Dora or you from Winter Haven, Steels? Hold on here, man. Is you from Mount Dora or is you from Winter Haven, boy?
Hey, them his guys, Coach. You gonna
coming from his school. Is all them boys coming from your school, Mike? Cause man, you don't train. You Winter Haven now. See what I'm saying? All of them come from his school.
Yeah, they came from it. It's deep. It's deep now. It's
man,
deep.
Man, here. So all them your kids?
So can anybody compete with Winter Haven right now?
Bartow.
That's Bartow. So it's Winter Haven, Bartow, everybody else?
No. I mean, Lakeland. Winter Haven, Bartow, Lakeland, Auburndale. We talked about that. I mean, you got to give them guys respect. I just think that Winter Haven, once we heard the transfer of those 3 guys going to Lakeland, we were about to jump the gun, and then boom. As soon as you pull out your gun, somebody comes. As soon as you pull out that 22 from Harlem Nights, you got them guys from Winter Haven who got that AK-47. They letting off right now. So, and they lose the time. Though none of these guys play football.
That's true.
So these guys here is strictly basketball players. They ain't out there gonna waste 3 months playing football.
That's gonna be big because they not losing no time in the gym. They ain't gotta have no transition period from lifting weights and they body football, dealing with getting beat up in football. Then you got to come play in the gym and come play basketball.
JP play QB. He said JP do play football. He play spring. He up there with Billy D. Billy D. JP up there with you?
Yeah.
I saw Jamie in the picture.
So if JP ain't playing no spring ball, if he up there in Atlanta too,
he's not playing football.
This is the thing.
I wouldn't even be focused on football. I'm getting D1 offers as a sophomore. I'm making the business move.
So when do you make the business move? That's the next question. When do you make the business move to give up football for basketball?
When them offers start coming in, if they real.
So if you got an offer, so let's look at it. JP used to be a two-sport guy. He got an offer from D1 offer. Wilcox's son was a football guy. He got an offer. Who else? I don't know if, but this is the thing. Like with Tyler and Rowe, they haven't gotten the basketball offer. So if they get a football offer, do they not give up football? I mean, give up basketball when they get the football offer? Like when you get the offer from one sport, does the other sport lose its?
No, you can't say that. Football is second option for them guys. They in Atlanta right now.
But if they get a football offer and they ain't got no basketball offer, then what?
All had offers from Notre Dame in Florida in football.
Yeah, Walt did. But Walt was a unique case, coach, because he had offers in both sports. So if you only get offers from one sport, at what point do you let the other sport go? You just keep playing them both, because at some point you got to give both. Like I heard that Jordan has let basketball go. He just gonna do football. Because you gotta get yourself ready for the next level at that one sport you're gonna play. I guess at some point, I guess that would be the thought process, but maybe not. You know, everybody, it's different for everybody. But just say, like, for example, if a kid is playing, if a kid plays linebacker, and you got to kind of put on weight if you're a linebacker, but then you go play basketball. You're going to run that weight off. But basketball going to help you as an athlete, but you're going to also run some of that weight off because all the running you're doing with basketball. So at what point do you kind of make that, like you said, that business decision if you got offers in one and not in the other? That becomes I guess that's a parental question, but that becomes a tough one, because how things are right now, it's going to be a conflict, coach. It's like the Gibbons tournament is going to always be the same time as spring training, right? It's always the same time every year, right?
Yes, sir.
So they're going to be in the same boat again next year. Do I go to Atlanta and play in Bob Gibbons, or do I stay and do spring? It's going to be the same scenario all over again.
No, it's going to be an open period next year.
But what I'm saying is they both going to be going on at the same time. So I'm going the spring football is going to be going on the same time as Bob Gibbons. So you got to make a decision. Are you going to go to Bob Gibbons, or are you going to stay and play football? You know what I'm saying? It's going to be the same time period again. It's going to be the same conflict potentially next year that it is right now, because neither one of them is going to move they date. The Gibbons tournament will always be around this time, and spring football will always be around this time. So that's gonna be interesting for those kids that have that option. That's two sport kids, and that's getting something from one, and you're not getting it from the other. That becomes a tough question to answer. So, well, Tuma, you got anything? I know you say you want to wait later. See if you want to jump in on the take anything else, or you kind of.
No, I do got a question. Like, when is the best transfer? Since we were talking about transferring, when is it best to transfer, and what is the benefit of the transferring? Like, what is the kid looking for that's gonna make it successful? Because like we get a lot of kids now just transferring just to give me the pluses to it. Like if you're transferring to win a state championship, or you're transferring for opportunity to play at the next level, I understand it. But if you're just transferring because you're not happy with shots, or you're not happy with, what is the point of, like, I want to see how many people that's been successful with the transfer that has gone on to play at the next level outside of what we saw from Coach Blicker this year. I mean, he probably, like, what is the plus? Like, How many kids have we seen that's transferred outside of Coach Blicker's crew that has been a plus? What's the percentage of that?
This is a good question to add to that. Coach Kelly asking.
Yeah, I think they are.
Do you automatically get on the team when you transfer?
If you were already playing varsity basketball on another team, I think so. I would think so. I still remember the Lake Gibson kids that transferred to Lakeland, and it ain't benefit none of them. And I'm looking now, we hearing about kids transferring. What is the benefit? Like, okay, KJ is another plus. Transfer from Kathleen, even though Kathleen made it to the regional final, he got a state championship out of it. You see what I'm saying? But how many kids have we seen in the last 5 years outside of what Blicker did that the transferring becomes a positive?
I have a question for you.
If you transferring to go compete for a state championship instead of it, I mean, I can't argue with that. If you go win a state championship.
So then in that case, then the kid leaving Winter Haven, that's what he's going to do. He ring chasing. So Bartow back-to-back state champ.
No, but that ain't what he's doing it for.
I mean,
he left two schools because of we just said because it's a production of shots.
I mean, we don't know why he's doing it, but I'm saying
that was what was said in the messages that he wasn't happy. When Billy D said that the production of shot selection or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Billy D, didn't you say that was the reason for the transfer?
That's what I heard. You know, I didn't talk to the kid or the parents, but I heard that just wasn't happy with, you know, his role on that team and, you know, and playing time and things of that nature.
I mean, is it a benefit? I mean, I guess like you say, you got to kind of. I mean, like for the three kids that just transferred to Lakeland, they transferred for football purposes. I mean, if we go back and look at some of the kids from last year, if we want to kind of analyze it, I guess. I mean, we don't know why Diego transferred, but he ended up getting a scholarship out of it. So would he have gotten a scholarship if he stayed at Jenkins? We don't know. KJ, you said transferred because
I think Diego had that offer already before he transferred.
Offer before he went to
yeah.
I mean, it didn't improve anything for him going. KJ, you said went for more development. He ended up winning the state championship in the process. Trey went to Santa Fe to play point guard from what a lot of the reports was. The Jimmy Huff kid, I guess he came to Kathleen to play point. He ended up getting somewhere. Johnny Torrance went to Santa Fe. He ended up with Johnny Torrance have gotten the scholarship that he got if he stayed at Lake Gibson. So it was a good move.
That was a good move.
Alvin would Alvin have gotten what he got if he stayed at Sebring and not went to Santa Fe?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and then he got to the regional finals with Santa Fe and he got to the Final Four with Sebring. So, like you said, I guess it kind of goes. I mean, like you said, that those Lake Gibson guys wanted Lakeland, that kind of stand out. That didn't do anything for them as far as what they were supposed to do and what ended up happening. But Coach Kelly asked another question: do you transfer to sit and win a championship or playing time?
Play. If you're gonna transfer, you gotta play. If you're gonna transfer, you gotta play, and you gotta. My thing is, you gotta be looking at. I mean, do you? All right. Let me ask y'all this: the kid that just transferred to Bartow, is he playing AAU with anybody? Is he playing on this? Is he playing ball with you, Billy D?
No, he's playing with Phil in the lane.
He played with FTL.
Oh, okay. So he is playing then.
Yeah, he is playing.
I mean, and going back to the two sport thing, Dominique. I mean, you like PJ said, you kind of you was dominant on both of them. So I mean,
Yeah, Dominique was a different breed, man.
Yeah, you're a different breed. We not talking about people like Dominique get on here. They ain't making them like you, Ryan, no more. Like Idea got on here earlier. They ain't these kids we talking about. These scenarios we talking about are not kids like y'all was when y'all came through. Y'all came through a whole different, whole different setup. So that's y'all not the norm, not no more. Y'all the type of kids y'all was, type of players y'all was is not what we kind of seeing now. Yeah, people don't realize that you. I mean, you went to school for football, but they still talk about how you empty the gym over there in Lake Wells back in basketball. That's still in multiple conversations around. So people don't know that your brother he went to school for football, but your brother used to air it out in basketball too. And a lot of folks didn't realize that until we start doing the all time teams and stuff. So y'all kind of different breeds in that conversation, but. As far as the transfer thing, well, I guess it just if you got a purpose and you transfer, that's one thing. But like if you had a purpose and then you don't fulfill the purpose, then it becomes like you saying, like, what's the point? So like I was happy for Johnny Torrance that he left that he ended up getting a scholarship out of leaving. So it was beneficial. But you got to make it make sense, like you said, not just because it's about you. Because if it's always about you, you're never gonna get what you're looking for when you leaving. And I guess that's kind of what you kind of leading into. I guess
I haven't seen too many successful. I'm asking because I want to learn this too. I ain't trying to be like I know it, but how many successful kids that have transferred from 3 or 4 different schools in their at every high school they go to that they've been successful and got something out of it.
We lost Coach Billy D.
We ain't lose you. I'm asking you too.
I mean, I was just talking through some of them. I mean, it's hit or miss.
Who's been? I'm talking about don't transfer from 3 schools. It's been beneficial.
Oh, more than one school. Yeah, I haven't.
More than one high school. We can't. All right. We can't count KJ into the victory thing because he's in 8th grade. I'm saying you in high school and you don't chose 3 or 4 different schools. You don't chose 3 schools while you in high school. Name somebody that we seen.
I ain't seen that one, but I definitely posted if it's.
Who is Muniz? That's the kid we talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So he the first one.
Okay, well we'll definitely post it. I haven't seen it yet, but Coach Stevenson, but we'll definitely post it. Coach Mike said Amari Stoudemire did it.
Amari Stoudemire didn't play at 3 different schools in Polk County either, Mike. I'm talking about schools in Polk. Well, Billy D, boy, you need to get that Metro fixed.
Well, it ain't that. It's my earbuds.
Oh.
Coach, can you answer the question?
Repeat it one more time.
A kid that is transferred to 3 different schools, 3 or 4 different schools in Polk County. Because Mike had a valid one, Stoudemire, so that's 1%. That's transferred to 3 or 4 different schools in Polk County that's been successful and played at the next level.
That's probably the only example you're probably gonna get. You know what I'm saying? Amari is that 1%er type kid. In this case, Zeke's a great kid though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
who is Zeke?
The kid that's going to Bartow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's his name, Zeke Muniz.
Yeah, he's a great kid. Got a great family. It's just unfortunate he can't get settled in somewhere where he can find the right fit for him.
I would have went to Santa Fe. Look and let him shoot it.
You know, and my thing is going to Bartow is not necessarily saying that he's going to fit in there too. So what if he goes to another high school next year? Then we'll be talking about a kid that's went to 4 high schools in 4 different years.
And that's why I'm asking the question: when have we seen a kid be successful and go to the next level that transferred to all these different schools? And I mean, I want to see that. Rollins, I ain't know Rollins offer scholarships like this late, early in the careers. He a junior or a senior? You gonna be a senior?
He
Gonna be
20,
a junior.
he 2023.
Hey,
So then
I don't know much about Rollins, but I know I played there 4 years, and I ain't never seen Rollins offer somebody that early. That's interesting. Is the coach that we at Rollins retired, and they got a new coach?
this is the thing. So if he got the offer now, Coach Blicker saying he didn't see it, but Coach Sessman saying he saw it. He saw it. He thought Polk Hoops posted it, but we didn't post it. He said maybe Coach Miller posted it from FTL. But if he did get the offer, then he would be the second 2023 kid that's gotten the offer. And he would have gotten the offer before Roe and Tyler and KJ.
I mean, if the kid did get the offer, man, hats off to him.
Yeah, if he got the offer, we're gonna post. I just hadn't seen it. If I see it, you already know. If we see it, we're gonna post it. I just hadn't seen it. So I ain't got no problem. I ain't saying he hadn't got it. I'm saying we just ain't seen it yet, but that don't mean
I haven't heard anything either.
And definitely if I see it, it's definitely getting posted. You know, I already know we post with anything we see with a kid getting offer, we gonna post it regardless.
Yeah, that's the new one, Blick. I mean, I'm very surprised if Rollins got a new coach, because I'm gonna have to call Gibbons on that one. But I ain't never seen Rollins offer a kid. I ain't really saw a lot of D2s do like offers as juniors and stuff like that anyway. So that's interesting. That I mean, that's the times have changed though. I'm old school, so I don't know what's going on. I ain't on that circuit no more like I was when I was coaching it. That's different. That's
you know, we talked about this on the show one time. I think last year we talked about this about offers and interest. So if it's an offer, like I say, you know, congratulations, we're gonna definitely post it. But we haven't seen it, so that's why we haven't posted it. So I don't want the kid, if he watching it, his parents watching it, definitely don't want them to think that we ain't posted something and we saw it. We ain't seen nothing. So if we see it, it'll be up, you know, ASAP.
Listen, man. I'm asking this question, not being funny. Like, is the coaches now, Coach Billy D, are they looking at upside? Because the stats in the production on AAU ain't adding up to me. Like, is it a Miguel Paul type of situation now that these coaches are looking at? Like, because again, we're saying that Tyler, Rowe, and KJ ain't got no offers, and these are playing elite basketball. Like and you got a kid like him that, I mean, not saying the kid ain't great. Kid might be smart too. That's another thing. You going to Rollins, you got to be a smart kid.
Yeah.
So the kid might be a 4.0 student, bro. But like, what is the scenario now with the offering? How's it working?
I'm gonna tell you right now, Tuma, this is the way it's going right now. If your coach is not working hard, you know, getting your name out there, these tournament directors and these scouting services are not, you know, getting ink on these kids and having these kids' name buzzing, it's gonna be difficult for you to get those offers. You know, like Coach Hayes has a network of colleges that he talks to all the time. And what we did was put together something, and we sent out information on all of our kids. And I know Miller works hard for his kids too, where he gets information out. And then, you know, everything is live streamed now. So colleges, even though they can't come out, if they get those subscriptions, they're able to watch games on the live stream. So, and we had a conversation with our kids. He's like, you never know who's watching. You know what I'm saying?
Not to take away from the kid, it's just for if this kid that was on FTL in the past, like Monteith's boy was second team all state, and we didn't see offers coming in from him compared to this kid here. That's it. I mean, that's deep.
I do know where I saw where Coach Miller posted that. I don't know if it's like a recruiting service. I don't know if it's like a scout service, but I saw where he was highlighting some group that the Munoz kid is connected with now. So I don't know if that's what it is. I don't know what that is, but I mean, I know I saw that he posted
I'm gonna
that.
tell you, like, that's being big right now, especially with the pandemic going on. They're using those resources in order to promote kids and get kids out. I just found out about an app, I think last weekend, called Field Level 2, where they can connect with coaches and post, huddle films and everything.
Well, shout
Um,
out to Coach Bernie, who's connected. Shout out to Coach Miller, because we seeing these kids that are going to play at these different elite teams that's supposed to be
mhm.
close to circuit teams that ain't getting nothing. Tyler and all them ain't getting nothing, and then you staying right local, and you got guys that can get you in the door. At least from what y'all saying, you know what I'm saying. I want to give a shout
Mhm.
out to them, because like that's big, bro. I ain't even know Munez played last year on Winter Haven. We didn't talk about him at all. That's why I was like transfer talk about. We didn't talk about this kid at all.
Name
We got Alfred and Rollins, huh?
Munoz.
Munoz. We didn't talk about him at all, bro.
Yeah, we didn't.
We didn't. This name did not come up other than when he transferred to from Kathleen to Winter Haven. We did not
Mhm.
talk about him after that. And that kid got an offer from playing with FTL. And then these other kids playing with teams that are well known and they ain't got nothing. That's what you're telling me. I respect the FTLs and the TB13s and First Family, a family first, because Blicker them involved with that. JV,
And
JV offer if he got the grade,
yeah,
and it coming from a school that don't do it. So they doing some work. They putting in some work, man.
I mean, you got to be connected. And you got to work hard for these kids. I mean, that's what we in the business for, is try to get these kids an education at the next level. And then not only do they, when they come and see these kids, they see the other kids that are on the team, and may not be a fit for them. It may be a fit for somebody else that they know. And the coaching fraternity is real small. And they always network, like, hey, we seen this kid, he may fit with you. What I'm saying? You might want to check in on them, and that happens all the time.
What Monty said, Miller had University of Rhode Island through field level, but the COVID situation. Oh yeah, that's why we giving him a shout out. He definitely putting in work. I'm just saying yeah, we ain't hear nothing about your boy getting offers and this kid here. We ain't talk about what we doing wrong with Polk Hoops. We ain't talk about this kid, man. Yeah, this kid got offers, bro. So we really need to start sitting down, because I'm embarrassed. I ain't never mentioned this kid name on Winter Haven teams. I thought he had no quit playing till you did the transfer, and this boy got offers.
Hey man, shout out, like you say, shout out to them guys.
Look, this boy got an offer, and Trey ain't got an offer. Look, ain't posted about Trey getting an offer, and this boy got an offer.
That's what he posted on Twitter.
Who did that? JV 500, JV NAI offer. AGTG blessed to receive my first offer. Who did that?
I
See,
don't know.
that's what I be talking about. But that's why I was upset last time I was on him with the offer thing.
Coach Blicker, who posted? Coach Blicker, who posted that? That's what the kid posted. That's what the Munoz kid posted. I apologize to Munoz and the parents if I'm saying his name wrong. Okay. He didn't
Hey,
post
I'm saying Trey Lane is a junior and he ain't got an offer, and this kid a junior. And we didn't talk about him. We talked about Trey all day, and this kid got an offer.
Munoz is a sophomore. He went the 2023 class.
I don't care if he with the 2020 class, bro. We got kids that we know been balling. We've been talking about ain't getting offers.
Oh, okay. My bad. I just want to make sure I'm getting it right, because once people go back and look at this, then they're gonna be coming for us, and they come both barrels, and I know we're gonna get some pushback on at least from a couple people about this conversation. But
It's gonna be Tuma. It's all gonna be Tuma.
Man, they always talk about me, man. But I'm trying to figure out, like, bro, we got Trey, KJ, Tyler, Hardy, ain't none of these kids got no offers, and this kid got an offer from Rollins. And we ain't talk about this kid, but we talked about them all last year.
But Rowe just started playing because he still was injured from that ankle. He just started playing.
I don't think he's saying nothing negative, Coach Blick. I think he's just saying them guys. We've been talking about them guys, and they ain't got nothing yet. We know it's coming. We know how hard you work for your guys too. So shout out to Coach Blicker too. Coach Blicker be in the paint for his kids too.
And
So
one family does a great job.
We talking about time coming to guys that were all county players to a guy we ain't talk about all year. They got an offer before them. But they need to be playing with Phil in the lane or TB or something. They need to be playing a different team if they ain't getting no offer.
yeah, Rowe ain't, like you said, Rowe ain't been playing. Rowe just played with y'all. He hadn't been playing at all.
All right, we take Rowe out the equation. Trey, KJ, and Tyler. They all play with big time teams, right?
Right.
And they ain't got no offer, right?
So if this week Trey get a football offer, then what? And he ain't got nothing basketball yet.
Who? Tyler?
No, they talking about Tyler.
Because Tyler, look at football. Tyler's a 6'5" quarterback. It's a whole different conversation. 6'5" quarterback and a 6'5", basketball player. And let's see a true PG. If he's a 6'5" quarterback, we got a whole, and he athletic. It's a whole different conversation.
I'm trying to figure out what we doing wrong as y'all standing on that Tyler. This kid got an offer to Rollins, man, and these guys ain't got nothing.
I knew it was coming. Man. Just go.
Somebody posted he got an offer, so I'm trying to figure out what is we doing. Like, Polk County, period. Like, what is we doing, man?
Hey man, we doing it. What's the name? He got Coach. We say Coach Miller working, man. Coach Miller got my man locked in.
So we need to be convincing these guys that they need to be playing with a different team than to be out there playing just to play with these teams because they got names and they ain't getting no offers.
Well, that's the thing. What you going to play with them teams to look for an offer, so then it don't come. So then what? Maybe that's why Tyler went and played with somebody else different, because you say he was playing with CP25, right? And you said this weekend he played with somebody else. So another team, because he's like, hey, ain't nothing happening over there. I got to go over here.
Hey, all I know is somebody on this post, what that guy name was, said that kid, Roderick Stevenson, said that kid got an offer from Rollins. KJ, Trey, look, you working hard. Look, you ain't working hard enough. That guy beat too much.
Hey, just got his guys. He just got his 2020 guys. 2021. 2021 guys lined up. So he said he got now he can put everything in the get Trey situated. So he got him coming. Hey man, shout out to them guys, man. And like I say, once I see it, that way he said he went up to Kansas and gave him work, man. So that's what happened.
Well, Blicker didn't win that cancer then.
Hey, so, but yeah, we'll post. We see it. We'll post it.
You got lucky, because I'm gonna get on you, Billy D. You lucky two boys got offers. Hear that right there? I can't even go at you because you got.
Right. Hey, when you send it, Coach Stevenson, it's posted. You already know how we roll at Polk. Soon as we see it, it's out there. Especially if it's dealing with a kid, we don't care who it is, where they going. If we see it, it's posted, and that's just that on that. And once we post it, we don't take it away. Just like when we do the commits and the offers and the signings, once a kid get an offer, we ain't got nothing to do with if it gets rescinded, if it gets taken back, if a kid decides not to go there. The only time we'll stop listening is once a kid gets signed. So like last week, once Alvin signed with Stetson, then the rest of them offers don't matter because he signed. But as long as they ain't signed, if we get it, we putting it. So we're not taking no kid down once somebody offer them. We haven't done that, and we're not gonna do that. We ain't in the business of that. So that's sure.
Weird, dog. That's crazy. Like, I can't even respect college basketball the way I used to, if this is happening like that, man, you got some ballers that ain't even getting looked at, dog. We talking about Trey.
Jump back on it.
Talking about KJ. You talking about Tyler.
But you know what though? Someone talking to two college coaches, man, because the transfer portal, I think it was like 400 and some people in the transfer portal this year. So, they really recruiting from that first. That's their first, priority right now. And then once everything's settled, they're looking at these high school kids. But it's just so many people in the transfer portal in college, man. Like, it's so many people landing D1 players at the D2 level, and it's some D2 level guys that are going D1. Like Jay Fraud, he gets a job, but the head coach take like two of them kids to Indiana State with him.
Oh, that's where the coach went to Indiana State.
Yeah.
Hey man,
Like he Black, he rough on him, man.
Good to say a lot goes into it, man. I'm trying to figure it out.
Trying to figure what go into it. Trying to figure out what the sauce is, what the recipe is.
Man.
That transfer portal is very saturated right now. So yeah, so the fact that he even got an offer, like you said, with all that going on, is even more.
Yeah.
So what happens if the kids are not producing? Like say they go to say if they play next year, they average 3 points a game.
They go college coach just come in right there for you, bro. Kind of co-signing what Coach Billy D just said.
Yeah. I said I know on the boys' side it was over 400. She on the girls' side, so
come through, Coach. There go Coach Miller. So Coach Miller, shout out to Coach Miller once again.
Oh, so Coach Miller on the how this kid get offer before KJ and all them? Because you the oldest program. Did this kid get an offer? First of all, they said the kid got an offer to Rollins. Is that true, Coach Miller? That's the better question. We need that answer. He playing with you, but he get an offer to Rollins?
Put Coach Miller on the spot. He ain't come on here and get put on the spot.
He the oldest program, so he put himself on the spot.
Tim will do it.
So he got the offer to Rollins. You see that?
So it's going to be posted. Shout out. I'm going to post it right now. Breaking news.
Boy, KJ, Trey, Tyler, boy, y'all need to be licking y'all chops right now, boy. Y'all ain't got no offers on the table playing with them big teams, and you got this kid what is that? Munoz?
Munoz. M-U-N-O-Z. Munoz.
But y'all won't play with filling the lane.
I guess that's the guy. That's what he. I remember I told you that he posted that he got somebody that's kind of helping him out. I guess that's the guy named Jaden Miller.
But they won't play. They too good to play with FTL and TB21, but they ain't got no offers. And kids like that getting offers.
Shout out to Jaden Miller. Shout out to Coach Vincent Miller guy, the Miller connection. I don't know if y'all brothers are related or not, but shout out to y'all, man, for working for them kids and getting them the offers, man. I'm gonna post that right now. And I apologize to Miss Munoz, and I don't know if her name Munoz. I knew she was coming. Are we getting it wrong? That's his mama right there. That's what I knew. Munoz, am I saying it wrong, Coach Miller?
At the end of the day, he got offers.
I just say Zeke. I know it's Zeke. I can get Zeke right because I don't want to mess no kid name up. But I knew that was coming.
Y'all need to know what the team KJ play for. Night Riders. All them in the trash. Chandler Parson, all that. They need to be local. Better situations. They won't get overlooked.
Well, the thing is, if they local, we got more of a vested interest. Coach said they work this way. Yeah, Tim, it's gonna be tough for you in these streets, boss. It's gonna be tough in these streets. You don't have it no other way though, so I get it. But yeah, so that's what it is. So Rollins
Yeah,
So
Billy D, y'all ain't the only ones travel. You see, Miller
We
going.
never said that. You
we
know
got
what I'm saying?
we got to get you on the show, Coach Miller, so you can talk. You
We
can.
never said that. Like,
Yeah, I'm just letting you know.
bro,
Since you got your Q Dog shirt on and all that. You know,
bro, this
travel.
is not a cute
Said
dog
Tennessee,
shirt. Cute dog
Oklahoma,
colors.
Kansas.
You feel
Oh,
some type of way,
Where you just left from? Where you just left from?
she said,
bro.
okay.
First of all, we're not competing. You know what I'm saying? We talk to Miller all the time. Like, bro, we all in this together to help these kids in whatever way that we can.
I'm just letting you know you ain't the only one that leaves. What?
Okay. Okay. I
Okay.
appreciate you letting me know.
I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure, Miss Williams, that I know how it is when you get. I know how.
Listen, listen, you throwing shade now, man.
That's why I want to
Vince
make
is throwing
sure.
shade now. He trying to throw shade, saying because he got sponsors too. He just letting you know he got sponsors just like you got sponsors. Just because you
Okay.
got a millionaire, he got a millionaire.
Okay.
Boy, we doing it
But
big.
we not competing against them, bro. Like I
I
said, we
know
all
that,
in this
man.
together.
I know that, man.
Hey, but
We
yeah,
not gonna play each other. Hold on, coach. When is your team gonna play Vincent team in the scrimmage? Can we get that scrimmage this week so we can talk about that next week since we doing all this?
Bruh, we don't run for nobody. We can line it up anytime.
Okay, Vincent, since you on here selling out about where y'all travel at, can you play Billy D team next week? This week coming up, instead of practicing, can y'all line that up? Saturday. Y'all got a tournament Saturday, Billy D?
Nah, we off Saturday.
Vincent, do y'all play? I want to see that. All the talk. Let's kill all that about where you travel at, Vincent.
Tuba something else, man. I don't know what he trying to do, man.
No, man. I don't never see y'all local team play against each other. That's the problem, man. Y'all don't play against each other.
Why should we? We here to showcase our kids against other people.
Yeah, but you got a week off. Play against each other.
hey, it's posted. I apologize for taking this long. So once we find something,
Hey, listen, man, we go the whole season with teams scared to play against teams. Now we're gonna get the AAU and doing the same thing, man. We go through the whole season. Everybody was scared to play Santa Fe. Kathleen didn't want to play them. Everybody was like, "Oh, we got them in 2 weeks." Look at games. Now it's time you can get a little scrimmage in. Now y'all don't want to play each other because y'all local.
I remember that. One of the FTL coaches had put something out that was saying, I guess it was a tournament that FTL, TMAC, and TV Elite was at, and I guess the coach was saying it's crazy that we don't all play each other. Like we all in the same tournament, we don't never play each other. So I mean, there's something to that we got these local teams and they haven't played each other. But I mean, you don't want to go to a tournament. You don't want to go away to Atlanta or Tallahassee or Kansas or wherever.
We can't get a Polk scrimmage this weekend. We can't get a Polk scrimmage between TMAC, FTL, TB Elite. We can't get that this weekend. That's all I'm asking. We can't get a little scrimmage game this weekend. Let me call Bernie, man. See, this guy don't want to talk.
What you talking about? I just told you, like, bro, we don't run from nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but
that's not the case at all.
Listen, Vincent on left of BD.
He's still on here.
Oh, man, they ain't talking about the youth, man. We talking about y'all playing.
What I'm saying, Coach Z,
talking about the youth and what y'all doing for the youth. We talking about y'all line that up. Let's see who get that sausage put in them.
No, I was saying that I saw it somewhere, Coach Zeke. I ain't saying I don't know if they played or not. I just remember Coach had posted it. It was probably about a month or so. It's been
Man, I don't know why Tuma trying to build this up, man.
Billy D said he don't care if his team is 2024. He gonna play 17 if it's local.
We should. We will.
Y'all pay for the gym? What you mean? Pay for the gym?
Right.
So Tuma, you got the gym fee.
Yeah.
Well, Coops got the live. We just need
what it cost at Lake Wells, little small gym over there? What it cost, Billy D? $30? What it cost?
Bro, we probably can get it in there for free.
Exactly. You talk about pay for the gym. Y'all gonna play this weekend or what, man?
Oh man, my boy.
FTL,
Well,
T-Mac,
he always
TB21, TB Hoops. Who else we got? All y'all line that up with a weekend off and let us see these kids.
It wouldn't be a bad look if I saw Marty say that FTL looking at one in July to do an all Polk County tournament. So it
Man,
wouldn't
we ain't talking about July. They just got a little break. We talking about now. This Saturday.
They need a break from this past weekend, man. They had a lot of
no break, man. Let me call Simp. I go to Simp tomorrow. I'm gonna have Simp gym ready for y'all Saturday. I'm gonna pay
refs. We can get refs and we'll take care of Polk Hoops. We'll pay for the refs. Bro gonna take care of the gym.
Yeah, everybody's scared now.
I ain't gonna jump in there. I ain't gonna jump in there with you too.
We can't make it a Polk Hoops showcase. This the first Polk Hoops showcase right here. All the AU teams play.
It's got to be the teams and the coaches got to agree to it. You know, we don't.
I got their purple and gold shirts on and on their phone, head down, boy. Guys,
man, come on. Actually, our older team played FTL already.
Who won?
I saw where Coach Zeke said the FTL played T-Mac already. He said
who won on your older team? Who won, Billy D?
We ended up winning.
Barely.
It was a good game.
Oh, so I like LTL over your team then.
No. Who, the older team?
Over your team.
Okay. And they had Champ, Jude, and all them playing now.
I really like that idea though. So if FTL gonna do one in July, that's great. But yeah, I mean, it's what this is, May right now. If we can line it up, I mean, if they can make it happen, you know, we there, coach. It's up to the coaches and the organizations. Though we ain't trying to, we ain't trying to stop the but we there.
You're gonna have to reach out because our July schedule is filling up right now. So you gotta let us know so we can make sure we.
Well, May 22nd ain't filled up. Y'all still talking about July, boy. I guess be quiet.
I say, bro, we anytime. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it'll be good, like you said, for the kids, for the county, because they ain't played each other. I mean, I guess they done played. I guess some of y'all teams have played each other, but some of the teams in the same age group probably ain't played each other. So it wouldn't be bad, but But
I don't want Billy D playing the same age group. He playing up like he been doing.
I don't think they got a team anyway, so he'd have to play up. Well, I mean, he been playing up anyway, so like you said, it wouldn't be nothing that he ain't already doing. So, but yeah, man. But being serious though, shout out to Coach Miller, man, and Coach Blicker and Billy D and all these guys that's working hard for these kids, man, and doing a great job getting them looks, getting them exposure, putting them on the road, putting them on airplanes. A lot of these kids ain't never been on a plane before. Some of them ain't never left Polk County. So shout out to that, man. You got to go up there. Some of them kids ain't never played in a tournament like Bob gives with 96 teams run around, and it's some like real basketball going on. So
yeah,
being serious, shout out to y'all for all y'all do, man. Y'all jumping on the road and getting them kids, kids.
That's big, man. Eric was on the road. Yeah, it's for much respect to everybody. I joke a lot, but that was big to see everybody go to Atlanta. Now I do got one question before we get out this post. Did anybody get that sausage put in them this weekend? Up there.
It was some Jimmy Dean that was
not like that.
There was some Roger Woods that you talking about a team.
Nobody. I ain't just talking about your team. Any team that was up there get sausage put in them.
Oh yeah, definitely. There was a lot of that going around.
There's a lot of hot sauce in summer. I mean, is it summer?
A lot of that. Our 17s won by 30 this morning.
No, you're talking about Polk County team got that sausage.
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to everybody else.
I can say it, but I'm not gonna. I mean, it was some Polk County team.
Man, we scared to say people got sausage put in them. But listen, we done. We done for the day.
You asked the question. Did it happen? Yeah, it happened. Do you want me to say the teams that it happened to? Then now they.
I think everybody want to know who got that sausage put in them. We'll save it for another time. I guess we keep.
No, I mean, if we talking about it, what's the name got it? I know it was tough for TB Hoops 21. They took a couple. It was tough up there.
Did Eric get that sausage put in him anytime?
Eric ain't get that side. Eric knows competitive.
Did FTL get that sausage put in him?
TB Elite was competitive. FTL, I think the only team that really got that sausage was TB Hoops. They kind of took it a couple. They took that sausage a couple times.
Oh.
Why you let him set you up, boy?
Pull me in, man.
You let him set you up.
Pull me in. I'm trying to
get them shirts made, man.
I said the team, Black man. He finally made it say the team, man. Yeah, it was only team that really.
You said FTL ain't get that sausage put in them, right?
No, it wasn't FTL. FTL.
No, I'm asking about every team. Billy D said they put
so
sausage.
if you asked the 14 that was up there, okay, you asked the FTL get the sausage, no.
Get sausage.
TB Elite get the sausage, no. Did T Mac get the sausage, no. Did TB Hoops get the sausage, yes.
Okay, so yeah, one team out of the 4 got sausage put in them.
Did they get the sausage?
Who got the 42 ball? Ooh.
Yeah, it was some repeated sausage, you know.
Way to flag.
I mean, hey man.
Billy, you better not play up and get that sausage put in you, cause I'm gonna make a whole tumor take on you. have you gotten the sausage put in you this year?
I mean, we don't got beat by 20.
Oh, that's a sausage.
I mean, that's fine. We don't got beat by 20 before.
Okay,
but yeah,
it happened to the best of us.
It happened to the best of them.
See?
Yeah, it was tough.
I'm just glad I'm on the sideline. I ain't got to worry about that. So y'all can laugh.
Hey, I ain't on the sideline either, man. So hey, but yeah, man. So once again, shout out to everybody that's working hard for the kids, man. And I know y'all got 3 weeks left of school. 3 weeks counting this week, 3 weeks left. I know some of us got less than 3 weeks. Some of us only got 1 week. But shout out, graduation starting to come. I know the seniors' last day was this week, so seniors done this week. So hopefully they finishing strong. So graduation starting to come around and making it to the end of the year. Testing is this week, so make sure y'all kids that are testing, man, make sure y'all taking care of your business in the classroom, finish strong. I know them tests ain't always the best or the most sexy thing, but it's necessary. It's part of what the state say you got to do. So make sure you do the.
Hey, shout out to my step team, man. We picked up 70 girls, man. We had 47 girls make the squad, and we only got 2 seniors, man.
That's awesome.
So we trying to build something real big. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't know if all 70 gonna stay, but that's just that was 10 years of work to put in, and then shout out to Coach Broke and Coach Barnes for convincing me that I should have started a middle school team, and that's been a benefit, man. I can remember last year around this time, bro, we had 10 girls who was gonna stick it out with us, man, when everything shut down, and then to come back this year and have tryouts and be at 70. That's huge for the program.
Also, shout out to Toomer, man. Him showcasing them kids actually going to college and getting their degrees also.
Yeah.
It shows the impact that he have on them, at a young age, and then they go to college and, get their degree. I mean, they graduating.
Yeah.
So shout out to Toomer and his organization for that.
Yeah, shout out to Made Mentors and TBS and getting the kids what they need, getting them couple Tumor girls. They came through, and I just kind of add on that a couple of them came through my school, and they, in addition to getting their high school diploma, they getting the AA degree, so they doing it academically, and then so that's when they can go put the white coat on, like the young lady who put the white coat on this week in Tuskegee. She came through out there out there where I'm at, had an AA degree, came through TBS, just doing a real good job. So we extremely proud of them young ladies. So we try to help as many as we can, and we joke around here on Polk Hoops, but at the end of the day, we trying to help kids. And so y'all see, I already posted the Zeke Munoz offer. We don't get into what the offer look like. That ain't for us to do. If it comes,
He got it.
we're gonna post it, and that's just it. He got an offer. Congratulations, shout out to him. We're gonna say shout out to everybody who helping kids, because that's what we're about, helping these programs. Coach Blicker has a camp that he's doing. He's doing two different camps. And Polk Hoops, we gonna work with Coach Blicker to get a kid sponsored for a scholarship. He got 2 sessions. We're gonna have a kid to go. We're gonna take care of it from one session to the for one kid for each session.
Yeah, so, he said a boy and a girl.
A boy and a girl. So it probably we that's gonna be big, especially for the young ladies. So we're gonna try to be in touch with a couple of local coaches just to kind of reach out to you, to offer it to you. So hopefully your young man or your young woman to take advantage of that opportunity. Coach Blicker do a real good job of teaching. He does a great job of teaching, instruction, and it'll be a good experience. Coach Blicker, question: what are the ages of the camp before we get off? I don't know right offhand. I don't want to say wrong. If you still on here, Coach Blicker, what's the ages for your camp? If he don't say it before we jump off, Coach Brown, I posted them. Okay. Polk Hoops scholarship, as you can see, middle school or elementary, and a girl each week. So 3rd through 8th grade. So shout out to Coach Blicker for working with us to give these young ladies and possibly young men a chance to go and get some instruction and improve as people and as players. Coach Blicker, you can see how much Coach Miller asking how much. Coach Miller probably get with you, and I know you got some young ladies that's in your program, so I'll probably be reaching out to you here and seeing what we just want to share the love. We just want to get as many people as a chance that want it. We ain't gonna force it on nobody, but many that want it as possible, and they do with it what when they get the opportunities, what they do with it is on them. But we want to at least try to help them as much as we can. So. All right, so I guess that's all we got for tonight. We're gonna have to put a protective detail around Tumor to the next time. But shout out to everybody, Coach. I'm glad y'all was able to get up there and get back home, man. You got on the show while you was on the road, so man, shout out to you for doing double duty, man. I didn't know if you was gonna even be able to jump on here or not. Shout out to you for for sticking in the paint for us. So if nobody got anything else, last thing, Coach Blicker, I'll show it right now before we jump off. Coach, I'll share it on the page once we jump off here, but he got it on his Facebook page, but I'll share it on Polk Hoops page for everybody to see it once again. So we can get you some kids out to get you some instruction and stuff. So we'll probably be in touch with a couple of you all to try to see about who we can recognize for the Polk Hoops scholarship. But thank you, Coach Blicker, for that in advance. Always supporting Polk Hoops. We appreciate you as always. And if all hearts and minds are clear, I guess we're done. Until next time, y'all good, fellas? Anything else for the good of the cause?
No, that's it.
Y'all be safe, be blessed. Had a good time tonight, man. Got to laugh and chop it up a little bit, man. And we'll do it again, Lord's will, next week. Till then, Polk Hoops out.